Shalom, shalom. Back on the highways and the hedges. All right, we're already facing the east. We're going to give all praises and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakakadash. Honors be to the elect elders of the nation of Israel that teach with all truth and sincerity. Shalom to you, Malakim. You hope for elect that's on the highways and the hedges. All right, risking up making your bodies a living sacrifice. According to the book of Romans 12 and verse 1. Shalom to sincere believers, which consists of men and women. Shalom, brakathum, and as always, Abad Babal. All right, so back at it, chopping it up, with the brothers. All right, speaking about what Elon Musk has said. All right, more than one time. Okay, he said that last year and also this year as well about the technical guy. Whoever got the article.
I got the video. I got you played out loud.
Okay, calm, beautiful.
An article that has 1,000 words. Technically, all 1,000 words could have made it onto X somehow. And effectively, now you have this remarkable repository. And I wonder what you think about that again, and how you think the creative community.
By the time these lawsuits are decided, we'll have digital God. So,
yep.
Ask digital God at that point.
Yeah, just keep on right there.
These lawsuits won't be decided before. I don't know, except to say that by the time these lawsuits are decided, we'll have digital God. So, ask digital God at that point.
Yeah. All right, but ultimately he said what? A digital God.
I don't know, except to say that by the time these lawsuits are decided, we'll have digital God. So, ask digital God at that point.
All right, and that's what we see today. All right, of this man, making themselves as if he is God. All right, because this man is what? Very proud. And will be brought down in very, very soon. So Bob Bashar grabbing me book of 2 Thessalonians chapter 2, and we'll read on down. You start verse 1. You got something else?
Oh no.
Okay, come. Yep. You start 2 Thessalonians chapter 2, and start verse 1. All right, because we see what times we are in. Okay, so this man is getting all the way proud. Well, he's all the way proud and getting all the way fat for the great day of slaughter. All right. And Bob Kushab, he grabbed for me Isaiah 19, where it says about the slaughter on the altar. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah. 2 Thessalonians chapter 2. Yeah.
I just want to put this mark here in 2 Timothy. Yeah.
And Shalom.
Shalom
to all you Akim and your sincere Akwat as well.
Yep. This is a book of 2 Thessalonians chapter 2, verse 1, and it reads, "Now we beseech you, brethren, by the coming of Adonai Yahushua HaMashiach, by our gathering together unto him, that ye be not soon shaken in mind, or be troubled, neither by spirit, nor by word, nor by letter as formed as us."
All right, so don't be shaken. All right, that's what it says. Be what? Steadfast. Be firm in Yahweh Yahushua. All right, so that's why we trust in that rock. Psalms 18 and verse 2. Okay, we're not them that are built upon the sandy ground. When you go to the book of Matthew chapter 13, which is a whole good chapter to read. You got it?
Con, as the day of Mashiach is at hand, let no man deceive you by any means, that the day shall not come, except there come a falling away first, and that man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition.
All right, and that falling away came with us. All right, ultimately, by us, leaving the commandments, all right, which were all what? Prophecy. Okay, but us being not deceived are who? The hopeful elect, the one that's our steadfast. All right, and being deceived is who? The old serpent. All right, the old serpent, which is Esau Edom, Mr. Red Man. All right.
Con, the book of 2 Thessalonians chapter 2, verse 4, and it reads, "Who opposeth and exalt himself above all that is called the power, or what is worshipped, so that he as the power sitteth in the temple of the power, shewing himself that he is the power."
All right, showing that said that he is the power. All right, and not only is he, with his technology, but even way back when, all right, putting his image up there, right, as if he's the Lord. All right, so this man, it's time for what? The great sacrifice and the great slaughter of this man. All right, you got it.
I got a quick precept. This is going into Esau trying to be God. It's Isaiah 14, and starting at verse 17, and it reads, it says, "That made the world as a wilderness and destroyed the cities thereof." So let's start at verse 16. Isaiah 14 and 16, "They that see thee shall narrowly look upon thee and consider thee, saying, Is this the man that made the earth to tremble and did shake kingdoms? That made the world as a wilderness and destroyed the cities thereof? That opened not the house of his prisoners? All the kings of the earth even all of them, it says, lie and glory every one in his own house. And actually, so like it, let me go up a little bit. That was the bottom half of it. Let me get the first half of it. Showing that this man Esau thinks that he's the Most High. Talking about a digital God.
Yep.
It's basically him replacing the only God, which is the Most High Yahweh. This man believes his technology that makes him the Most High. And that couldn't be further from the truth. Here goes the point. Isaiah 14 and verse 13, thou hast said in thine heart, I will ascend into heaven. I will exalt my throne above the stars of the Most High. I will also sit upon the mount of the congregation in the sides of the north. Here's the point. I will ascend above the heights of the clouds. I will be like the Most High.
All right, and that's what we see. All right, this man using his technology, to ultimately, portray himself as being what, the Most High. All right, and he has, reaching to the heavens, meaning what, with his satellites. Okay, all right. So you go back.
God, the book of 2 Thessalonians chapter 2, verse 5, and it reads, remember ye not that when I was yet with you, I told you these things, and now ye know what withholdeth that he might be revealed in his time.
That he might be revealed in his time, and he's being revealed right now through what? Through the prophets. So read it one more time, Baruch Shah.
Khan, the book of 2 Thessalonians chapter 2, verse 5, and it reads, remember ye not that when I was yet with you, I told you these things, and now ye know what withholdeth that he might be revealed in this time.
All right, Khan, because ultimately, the prophet is the one that are showing who this devil is. Okay, gonna have a piece of, but continue to read, Baruch Shah.
Khan, for the mystery of iniquity doth already work. Only he who now letteth will let until he be taken out of the way. And then shall the wicked be revealed, whom Ha-Adawan shall consume with the spirit of his mouth, and shall destroy with the brightness of his coming.
Right, and ultimately he been destroyed by what? Go to the book of Jeremiah chapter 5, okay. Oh yeah, not there you at. Go to the book of Jeremiah chapter 5, where it said mouth as fire and them as wood. And read that latter part where it says the spirit of his mouth.
God,
line it up.
The book of 2 Thessalonians chapter 2, verse 8, it reads, and then shall the wicked be revealed, whom Ha-Adawan shall consume with the spirit of his mouth, and shall destroy with the brightness of his coming.
Beautiful.
Yep. This is Jeremiah 5 and 14. Therefore, thus saith the Lord Yahweh, power of hosts, because you speak this word, behold, I will make my words in thy mouth fire, and this people wood, and it shall devour them.
And it shall devour them. Why? Because his word is what? Like into a sword. All right. The same way it says in the book of Hebrews chapter 4 and verse 12. All right. So this is what, this is where, ultimately is cutting. All right. It's taking down all the strongholds of Esau, Edom. All right. The same way it says in the book of 2 Corinthians chapter 10, Bible shot, whoever can get it. 2 Corinthians chapter 10, where it says that weapons of our warfare are what? Are not carnal.
While you're getting there,
yep.
You gotta add to that. This is Ecclesiasticus 19 and 22, speaking of the men of sin. It says, the knowledge of wickedness is not wisdom, neither at any time the counsel of sinners prudence.
All right, because ultimately the way of this world is going to lead to what? Death, man. All right, ultimately what? Destruction. All right, you got it.
The book of 2 Corinthians chapter 10, verse 4, it reads, for the weapons of our warfare are not carnal, but mighty through the power in the pulling down of strongholds, casting down imaginations, every high thing that exalted itself against the knowledge of the power, and bringing into captivity every thought and the obedience of Hamashiach.
All right, and this is what? And this is our weapon. All right, that's why it says in the book of Ephesians chapter 6, gird up thy loins. All right, through what? Gaining wisdom and knowledge. All right, so yeah, and this is what cut down all the lies of Esau, Edom, man. So this is how we understand that this man has to be the Edomites. Okay, all right. So we could look at what he's doing. All right, and we started off talking about what Elon Musk speaking about what the digital God. All right, which is all prophecy, which is going to lead to what? The Quran. All right. You got it.
Oh no, I'm
The book of 2 Thessalonians chapter 2 verse 9, and it reads, even him whose coming is after the working of Satan with all power and signs and lying wonders, and with all deceivableness of unrighteousness, and them that perish, because they receive not the love of the truth, they might not be saved.
All right.
They might be saved.
Yeah, and them that did not receive the love of the truth are who? The 2/3, 2/3 Jakes. All right, that that misused it. All right, you got it.
It's a book of First Timothy chapter 6. We'll go to verse.
Now, hold that.
I got the Isaiah 19 too.
Yeah, so hold that real quick and read that latter part for me one more time,
I
Bob
got you.
Shah.
The book of 2 Thessalonians chapter 2, verse 10, and it reads, with all deceivableness of unrighteousness in them that perish, because they receive not the love of the truth, that they might be saved.
Yep. That's how simple salvation is, right?
That's how simple it is, man. All right, so let me grab this and hold that and over you is. All right, so this is the book. Matter of fact, grab 1 second. Where find it. All right, and this is the book of Luke chapter 19 and verse 27. And it says, but those my enemies, which would not that I should reign over them, bring hither and slay them before me. All right, so these are them that ultimately that didn't hearken. All right, they didn't hearken to the commands of the Lord on the highways and the hedges. All right, you got it, Elder.
Yeah, this is the rebellious children. The rebellious children.
Yep.
The children of disobedience.
Okay.
For you disrespectful, disobedient Israelites, the Most High, he has an ultimate judgment, which is the lake of fire. So a lot of you Israelites ain't gonna believe it, as it says in Isaiah the 6th chapter. Isaiah said, "How long, Lord, is it gonna be?" Said, until the cities be wasted. That means that Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans today, the majority of them, 2/3, they're not gonna hear until the missiles is flying. That's when they're gonna want to consider. Because Jacob's trouble even gonna be here, and you're gonna have a lot of Jakes. You're gonna have those that are gonna be looking for the men of the Lord. It says one or two and fro, but you're gonna still have a great abundance of our people who gonna be in La La Land. They ain't gonna care. They're gonna be worried about trying to get it how they live.
Yeah.
Robbing, murdering,
All that.
doing whatever that their hearts desire. But a righteous man or woman, they're gonna be living according to what the Most High said. We're gonna have faith, right? This is the book of Isaiah 19. I believe this is what you want. If not, then let me know.
Yeah.
Isaiah 19, I'm gonna start at verse 19. It says, and in that day there shall be an altar to the Lord Yahweh in the midst of the land of Egypt.
Yep.
And a pillar at the border thereof to the Lord Yahweh. And it shall be for a sign and for a witness unto the Lord Yahweh of hosts in the land of Egypt. For they shall cry unto the Lord Yahweh because of the oppressors, and he shall send them a savior and a great one, and he shall deliver them.
All right, and he shall deliver. He shall deliver them, because this is what? Because this is their altar. All right. So, and that Egypt goes into what? Spiritual Egypt, which is America today. Real quick.
Book of Revelation chapter 11 verse 8, and it reads.
Yep.
And their dead bodies shall lie in the streets of the great city, which spiritually is called Sodom and Egypt, where Adonai was crucified.
Yep, which is spiritually called what? Sodom and Egypt. All right, Egypt represents what? Bondage, and Sodom and Gomorrah, and we see that today. America is at the forefront of pushing what? The gay agenda. All right, the ABC people. Okay, you got a little bit more in Isaiah 19. We're going to.
I can read. This is back in Isaiah 19 and verse 21. And the Lord Yahweh shall be known to Egypt. It says, and the Egyptians shall know the Lord Yahweh in that day, and shall do sacrifice and oblation. Yea, they shall vow a vow unto the Lord Yahweh and perform it. And the Lord Yahweh shall smite Egypt. He shall smite and heal it. And they shall return even to the Lord Yahweh, and he shall be entreated of them and shall heal them.
All right, and heal them goes into who? Basically, the Israelites, okay? Because ultimately, America will not be healed. All right, it's going to be what ultimately destroyed. All right, so that altar, it goes into what? That great sacrifice. Okay.
I got one for the healing.
Yep, you got it.
To add to you. This is Isaiah going into the healing for you. Isaiah 30 and verse 16, starting at verse 17 actually. Isaiah 30 and 17, it says, for I will restore health unto thee, and I will heal thee of thy wounds, saith Yahweh, because they called thee an outcast, saying, this is Zion to Zion, whom no man seeketh after.
Bible, shall I read that from one?
Yep. This is going into that healing.
Yep.
Jeremiah 30 and 17, for I will restore health unto thee, I will heal thee of thy wounds, saith Yahweh, because they called thee an outcast, saying, this is Zion to Zion, whom no man seeketh after.
All right, and ultimately, us being restored or us, being healed is by what? The word. All right, and that's going to lead to what? Receiving the new bodies if we continue to what? Endure. All right, so let me back that up as well.
Yep.
This is the book of Proverbs chapter 4 and verse 22. For they are life unto those that find them, and health to all their flesh. All right, ultimately going to what? That word. All right, so that's that healing. That's the us being revived when you go to the book of Ezekiel chapter 37. All right, and grab me James chapter 2 and verse 13.
The book of James chapter 2 verse 13, and it reads, "But he shall have judgment without mercy, that have showeth no mercy, and mercy rejoices against judgment." Here we go.
Yeah, I'm not. But that's pretty much it. But the point was that so them that once again that rejected it, most likely not gonna show them mercy. They're gonna be helped unto who? The hopeful elect. All right. Them that are faithful. You got it.
Another one for healing. This is for you. This is Malachi 4 and 2. But unto you that fear my name shall the Son of Righteousness arise with healing in his wings.
Beautiful.
And he shall go forth and grow up as calves of the stall.
All right, healers in the wing going to what? Receive no new bodies, as it says in the book of 1 Corinthians chapter 15 and verse 52. All right, in a moment, in a twinkling of an eye, shall we be changed. All right, because the wing going to what? The chariots. Okay, because all similitude, when the Most High speaks, he speaks in parables and in similitudes. All right. Yep. A little bit more.
Yeah, I got another one for healing. Hosea 6 and verse 1. Come and let us return unto Yahweh, for he hath torn and he will heal us. He hath smitten and he will bind us up. After 2 days will he revive us. In the 3rd day he shall rise up, and we shall live in his sight. Then shall we know if we follow on to know the Lord. His going forth is prepared as the morning, and he shall come unto us as the rain, as the latter and former rain upon the earth.
All right, and that's what we see right now. All right, us being what? Healed, us being what? Standing upon our feet. Okay, through what? That word.
Yeah.
All right, and let's and real quick, let's lay back off that. Go to the book of Psalms 107.
God.
Psalms 107. Start at verse. They start at verse 19. All right.
It's the book of Psalm 107. Beat you, brother. Psalm 107.
Start at verse.
He said 19.
Yeah. Let's start at verse. Let's start verse. Yeah. Yes, start verse 19.
Psalm 107 and verse 19, and it reads, Then they cry unto the Lord Yahweh in their trouble, and he saveth them out of their distresses. He sent his word and healed them and delivered them from their destructions.
He sent his word and healed them, all right? Because ultimately when you hear this word, all right, through what? Through the prophets. Then that starts that starts with what? That awakening. All right, they come out of what? That spiritual coma. All right, then you start to be healed. Then things start to make sense. Now you can walk. Okay, now you know what's going on. All right, go to the book of Matthew 8 and verse 8.
God. The book of Matthew chapter 8 verse 8, and it reads.
Read on down 13.
God. The centurion answered and said, Adawan, I am not worthy that thou shouldest come under my roof, but speak the word only, and my servant shall be healed. For I am a man under authority, having soldiers under me. And I say to this man, go, and goeth; to another, come, and he cometh; and to my servant, do this, and he doeth it. This is the book of Matthew chapter 8 verse 10, and it reads, when Yahweh heard it, he was marveled, and said to them that followed, Verily, I say unto you, I have not found so great faith, no, not in Yasharallah. And I say unto you, that many shall come from the east and the west, and shall sit down with Abraham and Isaac and Jacob in the kingdom of heaven. It's the book of Matthew chapter 8 verse 12, and it reads, But the children of the kingdom shall be cast out into outer darkness. There shall be weeping and gnashing of teeth. And Yahweh said unto the centurion,
Yep.
Go thy way, and as thou hast believed, so be it done unto thee. And his servant was healed in the self same hour.
All right, so so ultimately, that's what what we're in the fourth time for our learning. All right, same way that the centurion believed, all right, on Yahweh Shai, that then what he was healed. All right, because why? Because ultimately we are sick as well. Okay, because when when we was out there in the world, we were doing whatever, right? So now that we believe in Yahweh Shai, that there was that process of us being healed. All right, God, God. All right, and go back to Give me one more.
Second Thessalonians.
Yeah.
Con.
No, go back to no, you can drop that. Let's go to the book of First
Timothy.
Yeah, First Timothy. Okay. First Timothy 6, it should be verse 19.
Yep.
God. So book 1 Timothy chapter 6 verse 19, and it reads,
Yep.
laying up in store for themselves a good foundation against the time to come, that they may lay hold on eternal life. O Timothy, keep that which is committed to thy trust. Avoid profane and vain babblings and of oppositions of science falsely so called.
Science is so falsely so called. So ultimately, start off camp with what Elon Musk speaking about what the digital God. All right. So ultimately, this is what false. All right. It's going to lead to absolutely nothing, man. But but death. All right. And a lot of people going to trust it because ultimately, they are what of the world.
Con.
Okay.
Con. 2 Timothy chapter 6 verse 21, and it reads, which some professing have erred concerning the faith, grace be with thee. Amen.
Good. You can drop that.
Con.
Now let's drink. You got anything? Wait, God. It's a drop down. And let's go to the book of Revelation chapter 12. And let's start at verse, because ultimately he's coming down with what? Great wrath. All right. So let's start at Revelation chapter 12. And let's start at right at 7. Bible shot.
The book of Revelation chapter 12 verse 7, and it reads, and there was war in heaven. Michael and his Alahayim fought against the dragon, and the dragon against his Alahayim.
It's about World War III.
Con, and prevailed not, neither was their place found any more in heaven. And the great dragon was cast out, that old servant called the devil, and Shaitan was deceiveth the whole world. He was cast out into the earth, and his Alahayim were cast out with him.
All right, that his place found no more. Ultimately meaning what? Esau Edom is being wiped away. All right, he doesn't have a certain prominence anymore. All right, that's done. All right.
God. The book of Revelation chapter 12 verse 10, and it reads, and I heard a loud voice saying in heaven, now is come salvation and strength in the kingdom of our power, and the power of his Hamashiach, for the accuser of our brethren is cast down, and accused them before our power day and night.
All right, and ultimately, when Esau Edom had little bank tanks, right?
God.
Amen. They always trying to figure out a way of how to put Jake in a certain trick bag. All right, because these elites and these prominent Edomites know exactly who Jake saw. All right, from Judah all the way down to the tribe of Issachar. All right, we read a little bit more.
Con, the book of Revelation chapter 12 verse 11, and it reads, and they overcome him by the blood of the Lamb and by the word of the testimony, and they love not their lives unto the death.
Talking about the elect.
Con, therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and the sea, for the devil come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he have but a short time.
All right, and this is what's happening now. All right, coming down with what? Great wrath. All right, and when we go to that word, draconian, it goes into that. Okay, so ultimately, this is what happening. All right, speaking about the digital God, this ultimately going to lead to what? The M to the O to the T to the B. The charagma. All right, and I believe a couple of days ago, Donald Trump said that it won't be any more printing of the penny.
Yep.
You're right.
Yep.
Yeah. So ultimately, so this is what is going to help forward it. The charagma, man, for whoever can receive it. You got it.
Elon Musk is the one that head spears the Neuralink.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure there's something about he just chip the baby or something like that.
Yeah.
I know you've been working on pigs for a while, but
Right.
Those are the beginning stages. We go through the animal testing, and then they go to humans.
Yep. Because I know I don't know, maybe last month he did one on a paralyzed dude. You know what I'm saying? So there you go. You got it.
Gone. The book of Revelation chapter 12 verse 13, and it reads, and when the dragon saw that he was cast unto the earth, he persecuted the woman which brought forth the man-child.
I got some more on that think tank. I got two of them for you.
Yeah.
You get Daniel 8 and 24. I'm gonna hold that real quick because the brother was speaking about those think tanks and how they come together to try to destroy the children of Israel. That's why our people hate each other. That's not by accident. Yeah, it's the curses, but also it's also this crafty devil. It says he was the serpent, the devil and Satan. You know, the adverse one, the one that's against righteousness. So he's purposely kept our people against each other. By one of the main ways is by calling us all minorities saying that we're different people. He know who the tribes are. Hey, Cristobal Colon, who people know as Christopher Columbus, he knew where he was going. He knew that the Israelites were here. That wasn't no accident. He didn't sail the wrong way or nothing like that. No, he knew where he was going. Hey, it says it in 1492, Conquest 1492 in the movie, that he actually looked at the maps. And read in Ezra's. And Ezra's to tell you how long, to tell you the distance they came. So come on, man, stop. It's like enough. And for you jakes that believe that, man, you dudes are silly. But this is speaking about those think tanks, how that's real. Here it is in the scriptures. People today would call that conspiracy theories. Right. Well, it's not a conspiracy. Right. It's actually real. But here's the real conspiracy theory right here. Psalm 2 and verse 1, why do the heathen rage and the people imagine a vain thing? The kings of the earth, which are who? The ruling nations. The kings of the earth set themselves and the rulers take counsel together. Well, that would be a conspiracy, right? It says the kings of the earth and the rulers take counsel together against the Lord Yahweh and against his anointed. Who are the anointed? The elect. Saying, let us break their bands asunder and cast away their cords from us. Let's take away the knowledge of them knowing who they are, right? And let's continue to enslave the children of Israel. That's why we don't have no seat at the G20. We don't have no seat at the UN Security Council or none of that, right? So the heathen come together, it says, against the Lord and against the anointed. Verse 4, he that sitteth in the heavens, the Most High, shall laugh, and Ha'adawan shall have them in derision. So everything that our enemies are doing to try to be against us, as it says in Isaiah 59 and 19, right? I want to get that real quick. Brothers, you got something?
Oh, no,
I just want to add to you.
I got you.
I got that Daniel.
Yep. Matter of fact, I'm about to give it. You can roll with it here in a second unless you want to bring something, bro.
No, whatever you call for.
Isaiah 59:19.
Got you.
And we'll get to Daniel. Just to add to you. I'm going to get it back to you.
No, you good.
Yeah, just to add to you.
Isaiah 50:19, he said verse 19.
Yeah, 59:19.
God, and it reads, so shall they fear the name of the Yahweh from the west, and his glory from the rising of the sun.
So right now, people on earth don't fear the name of Yahweh.
That's right.
They don't fear what the prophets are saying, as it says in Amos 3 and 6, right? Shall a trumpet be blown, the people not be afraid? Well, clearly, people are not afraid.
Right.
They don't really believe that Jacob's trouble is imminent, that Yahweh Shai is about to return. They don't believe that, man.
Right.
Or they wouldn't be moving like they're moving.
Right.
Right? They'll be preparing spiritually. But they're not. Right? So, go ahead.
God. Yep, continuing on. From the west in his glory from the rising of the sun, when the enemy shall come in like a flood.
So that's Esau. He's about to come down.
Yep.
Like the brother was saying with these draconian laws, which means excessively harsh, right? So he's about to come down with these draconian laws, and you can see it already making its way, right? Because this man came in and did about hundreds of executive orders already, hundreds of them.
Has not even been a month yet.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's been
so you can already see. You can see the making. So how much more? This man got a 4-year term. I don't want to rock the zombie out of here, before that time. But how much more he got the time to do it? Yeah. They have the Congress, they have the Senate, and the executive branch, which is the president. So what's going to really stop him from doing a lot of what he want to do? Ultimately, you can see it's already set up now through the will of the Most High is how everything's going to be done. That's what we're waiting on. But we can discern and see in the spirit, oh, damn, it's like the yellow brick road that's been laid out for him. The man was a criminal. He had 30-something counts. They erased all of them.
Yeah.
They said they don't exist. Damn, like what more can you do? Yeah. So it's being laid out. It appears that this guy, I don't worry about the Sodom Most High gonna use his ass and abuse him and then throw him away, and then allow for him to go ahead and do what the Most High won't done, which the chip party about to come. You got it.
That's right.
And we ain't talking about no Super Bowl party with no Doritos. The real chip party is about to come. You see what I'm saying? That's what's about to come. And a lot of you niggas gonna take the chip. Yep. I don't worry about the Zion. We are the elect. The Most High give us the spiritual fortitude and the strength to endure and stand against it.
Yeah.
Right? And ultimately, you better off dying if you're a believer than to go along with what this demon about to do. But see, a lot of you niggas don't know what's going on, so you're going to go right along with it. Hey, man, we got to do what we got to. You can see that, too. Yeah. You can see it. I can already see niggas like LeBron, Rihanna, and all them on the TV saying, hey, we got to take the chip to do what we got to do.
Yeah, LeBron did it for the COVID vaccine.
There you go. They was doing it for that. You see? So how much more for this? when it says it's gonna try the whole world. The COVID just kind of shook things up a little bit.
Yeah.
Then motherfuckers took it off and said, "Oh, we back to normal." This ain't gonna be no back to normal.
Yeah, this is
right?
over.
This is
It's
it.
done.
This is it. You got it. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Continuing on, and it reads,
Rising from the sun, when the enemy shall come in like a flood, the spirit of the Yahweh shall lift up a standard against him.
So the Most High gonna be with the elect. That's the.
God.
So the Most High gonna lift up a standard against them. Meaning, he said in Daniel the 12th chapter that he was gonna be with the elect.
Yep.
Right? It's gonna be the worst time ever on the earth, but the elect names are gonna be written in the book of life. So the Most High is not gonna. I've been saying it recently. He's not a renigger. He ain't gonna go back on what he said. He ain't gonna say one thing and do another. That ain't the God we serve. So if you believe and you serving him in the spirit of the truth, you should expect good things. Just keep doing what's right. And when it get harder, just hold on.
Yeah.
Right? It's like a puncher. It's like a boxer when he get punched drunk and he start holding.
what Drake say? Just hold on.
Just hold on. We're coming home. That's spiritual.
God.
Hey, we gonna take a few lumps in this thing. It's gonna get worse. Because the Most High said it. Through much tribulation shall we enter into the kingdom.
Yeah.
So what does that sound like to you? It's gonna be hard. Harder.
God, it's gonna
Put
be
the
a
on
fight.
it. You see what I'm saying?
God.
It's gonna get harder, but hold on. Just hold on. We're gonna take a couple shots. Just hold on. Get through the next round. Go to the corner. Woo! Breathe a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, put that Vaseline on
Get
your
it back
face,
and come on back out and do what you gotta do.
God.
Now, while brother getting that, you get that Daniel real quick. You got
So book of Daniel chapter 8 verse 24, it reads,
Yep.
and his power shall be mighty, but not by his own power.
Let's start at 22, Salaki. Let's see. Let's put it in context. See
It's the book of Daniel chapter 8 verse 22, and it reads, now that being broken, whereas for stood up for it, for kingdom shall stand up for out of the nation.
Now this is going back when you read in context in this chapter, going back into the time of the Greeks.
God.
Right? It's going back to the time of Greeks, going into Alexander, who people call Alexander the Great, which he was a homosexual. He wasn't great at all. But Alexander, Antiochus, the men that came after him, Antiochus, men like Seleucus, Ptolemais, and Cassander. These were his generals that ruled after him, which is found in the book of Maccabees. Now, but let's keep reading because it's going to give us something for these last days. It's going to tell us it's going to happen in the last days. Go ahead.
But not in his power, in the latter time of the kingdom.
In the latter time of the kingdom, keep going.
When the transgressors are come to full, a king of fierce countenance and understanding dark senses shall stand up.
Go ahead.
But his power shall be mighty, but not by his own power.
Now, this can be attributed also to now, because the Greeks started when evils multiplied on the earth, and then that was transferred over to the Romans, and that continued on eventually to the beast system. The revived Roman Empire, they came back, right? So now, this is how this is prophetic for the last days. What we're reading. Keep reading.
And shall prosper in practice, and shall destroy the mighty and the holy people.
See, he coming for the mighty and the holy people here in the last days. That's who they're coming for, right? Go ahead.
And though his policy also he shall cause the craft to prosper in his hand.
And the policy is going into the laws. Those are the draconian laws the brother spoke about.
God.
Through his policies. He come up with laws. Those are his policies. And they all are wicked, the scriptures say. Every one of them are wicked, right? All of his laws, it says in Psalm 94 and 20, are mischief. So through his policy, read that part again about his policies.
The book of Daniel chapter 8 verse 25, and it reads, and though his policy also he shall cause craft to prosper in his hand.
That's wickedness. It's through his wicked laws is how he allowed for men and get sex changes and all this weirdo stuff. And that nigga Obama that you niggas love, that Hamite nigga, that nnigga pushed the homo agenda the most. And you niggas love that nigga. You see? Go ahead. They still love that nigga.
Still love it to this day.
And he,
not my Obama. Go ahead,
no drama, Obama.
and he shall magnify himself in his heart.
He gonna magnify himself in what?
In his heart.
This man gonna think that he God. That's how you magnify himself in his heart. He think he God. You can't be more magnified than thinking you God. Damn. He said a digital God? What? Go ahead.
And he shall also stand up against the prince of princes.
You see, that this is how this applies to now. He's gonna stand up. This man gonna stand up against the prince of princes. So that shows you that these Edomites will be ruling, and it would actually come to the last days. So going back from the time in context of the chapter talking about the Greeks, but it goes on past them to the Romans. Then the new Romans is back. They back now doing the same thing. Man. People cause crap to prosper in his hand. Go ahead.
But he shall be broken without hand.
They're gonna try to stand up against the prince of princes, Yahweh Shai, right? And they're gonna be utterly destroyed.
Go to Revelation 19 and verse 11.
You want me to hold you? Think I got you?
Yeah,
So that's what time it is.
time
So
it
those draconian laws, we expected them. They're supposed to happen.
God.
They're coming in full force.
God.
And guess what we gonna do? Keep believing.
God.
And guess what? Once he gets more crazy and Jacob's troubles here in this school, we gonna just keep believing.
God.
That's what the Bible said the elect gonna do.
Yeah.
And what else is there to do?
God.
But return, repent, and believe and have faith. What else is there to do?
God.
Nothing. Because we don't have to physically do nothing. The Most High gonna bring this guy down.
God.
Yeah. I got something for you.
Let me get it for you.
Yeah, this in NLT, Hebrews 6 in verse, I'm sorry, verse 16.
Yep.
All right, well, I'll start verse 15. All right, because ultimately, whatever Yahweh Ba'ashem Ashai's promised, it's already going to happen.
Yep.
All right, Most High himself said that he's bound by his word. So I'm starting verse 15. Hebrews 6 and verse 15, and it reads that Abraham waited patiently and he received what Yahweh had promised. Now, when people take an oath, they call on someone greater than themselves to hold them to it. And without any question, that oath is binding.
Yep.
Yahweh also bound himself with an oath, so that those who receive the promise could be perfectly sure that he would never change his mind. All right, the Most High would never change his mind. Or, so simultaneously, as the elect is being beaten up in the chariots, what's going to happen? Destruction. All right, literally, because it says in the book of 1 Peter 4 and verse 17, the righteous shall scarcely be saved. So literally, you're going to have missiles coming as the elect being beamed up, man. All right, and I'm reading again, Hebrews 6 verse 17. Yahweh also bound himself with an oath, so that those who receive the promise could be perfectly sure that he would never change his mind. So the Most High has given both his promise and his oath. These two things are unchangeable because it is impossible for the Most High to lie. All right, so everything the Most High said is going to happen because it's impossible, as it says, for Yahweh Ba'ashem Al-Shah to lie, man. Continuing on, therefore we who have fled to him for refuge can have great confidence as we hold to the hope that lies before us. All right, because ultimately, what have we done? All right, we put off the old man, Ephesians 4:22. All right, and also John 8 and 32, man. All right, that's it. Yep.
This is the book of Revelation, chapter 19, verse 11, and it reads, "And I saw heaven open, and behold, a white horse, that he that sat upon us was called faithful and true, and then of righteousness he doth judge and make war."
Talking about Yahweh Shah. And righteousness he doth judge and make war. Okay, because that's what's coming. All right, because as the elder brought out, the Prince of Prince. All right, so this damn devil, he's gonna try to fight. All right, and not and not to veer off, but when you go to the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 13, all right, it goes into that. All right, the Most High literally got to put a spirit on this damn devil to fight, because ultimately he's gonna bitch up. Okay, which is cool. All right, because you should, but the Most High can put a spirit on this damn devil. All right, to fight him back. All right, you got it.
Continue on.
Yep.
The book of Revelation, chapter 19, verse 12, and it reads, "His eyes were as a flame of fire."
From the wine.
Oh, from 11?
No, from the wine.
Okay, slacking. "And on his head were many crowns, and he had a name written that no man knew but he himself."
All right, and then many crowns going to what the takedown of Esau Edom. All right, ultimately him destroying them. All right, and number one, which is going to be what? America, because this is the stronghold for the Edomites. All right, this right here.
God.
All right, that name he knew, but he himself, ultimately that goes to the rank. So,
God. God. There's a book of Revelation, chapter 19, verse 13, and it reads, "He was clothed with vesture dipped in blood, and his name was called the Word of the Power. And the armies which were in heaven followed him upon white horses, clothed in fine linen, white and clean."
Going into what, those chariots. All right, so I always, I've been saying this, quite often, but when you look at the movie Independence Day, right, and you see that great fathership, with Will Smith, and you see that great fathership or whatever of the, so that's ultimately a great, description of how the Most High chariot is going to be. I'm not saying it's going to look just like it, but it's going to be very big, because it says that it's like a mountain. So when you prophets speak, they were speaking, the best way they could, and in those times. Okay.
God. It's the book of Revelation, chapter 19, verse 15, and it reads, "And out of his mouth goeth a sharp sword, that with it shall smite the nations, and he shall rule them with a rod of iron, and treadeth the winepress of the fierceness and wrath of the Almighty."
All right, and that short, read it. We're going to short one more time, Bob.
God. It's the book of Revelation, chapter 19, verse 15, and it reads, "And out his mouth goeth a sharp sword, and shall smite the nations, and he shall rule them with a rod of iron, and shredded the winepress of the fierceness and wrath of the Almighty power.
All right, so ultimately stumping down, Esau, Edom, and the Most High giving the description of that. The same way it says in the book of Isaiah 63. All right, and that they come out of this mountain talking about what the chariots, man. That's speaking about the fire coming, from these chariots. All right.
God, continue on.
Yeah,
The book of Revelation, chapter 19, verse 16, and it reads, "And he had on his vesture and on his thigh a name written, King of Kings and Adawans of Adawans. And I saw an Elohim standing in the sun, and he cried with a loud voice, saying, to all the fowls that fly in the midst of heaven, come and gather yourselves together unto the supper of the great power."
All right, so it's ultimately going to what the destruction. All right, the aftermath.
God.
Okay, but the point was the King of Kings and the Lords of the Lords. All right, so ultimately coming to take down Esau, Edom, and this is the Most High himself. Boasting like, yo, I'm that dude that took down Esau. You see a pride Edomite right here, man. Walking with a chest on. You know what I'm saying? You can't make this up.
God.
I mean, literally. Hey,
God. It's the book of Revelation, chapter 19,
Yeah.
verse 18, and it reads,
I think dude called me cops. Yeah. Yo.
that ye might eat the flesh.
That's a spirit.
Yeah, I heard it.
Hey, Akium is the spirit.
God.
Yeah,
Ye
God.
might eat the flesh of kings and the flesh of captains and the flesh of mighty men and the flesh of horses and all them that sit on them and the flesh of all men, both free and bond, both small and great.
12 tribes of Israel.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Right on. So, what faith?
We are the Hebrew Israelites.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So, Israel, faith-based, I guess.
Well, we are not following what they follow in the Israelites over there. So we're not doing that at all.
What word is that?
The Israelis.
The Israelis?
The ones that in the land right now, we don't follow.
Yeah,
we don't
no,
follow
This is,
them.
No,
this,
no,
this
no,
is the
this-
Bible. We follow what the Bible says.
That's right.
Yeah,
Okay.
controversial, yeah.
Okay, I'm David Martin. How are you? I'm the owner representative for the property. So the only reason why I was stopping by is just because we. I wonder who that is. Huh. Do you know them?
No.
idea.
But you got to get permission. Okay. So I've been talking to different people, and it's been causing a little bit of. We can't have you doing this on the property without a permit or with. Just not allowed.
Gotcha.
And so, not to. I mean, I respect it. Okay, because I love God and I want people to find Him and find that peace, that passes understanding, and things. But I'm sorry, you just always have to.
Gotcha.
I like your layout. It's right on, but can't do it on the property. Okay?
Gotcha.
All right. Thank you.
All right, we'll go ahead and shut it. Go ahead and
Go ahead, shut
it
down. Hey, brothers. Hey, that's a spirit. You know what I'm saying? Hey, we're just speaking about the proud devil. You know, so so there you go. So we'll shut it down.
That's rare that that happens, but
Yeah, this time of
it's
day.
one of them times. Especially this time.
Yeah.
It might be because we up
What is
here.
it like? What is it like? 9 o'clock?
Damn devil.
It may be because we up
Yeah.
in front of the
Hey, shalom to the brother Thalwan Blob.
Shalom.
Hey, shalom to the brother
We see
Ashukah.
that.
Shalom to the brother
Yeah,
Iwan
that
Abdan. Shalom to the brother Angel Padilla Kabashana. Shalom. Shalom to the brother Iwan Than. Shalom. Big brother Ariel. Shalom.
4 or 5
Shalom.
months ago we saw him. That's when I said, oh, that's the guy.
Yeah.
It's all good. Shalom to you. Alchemy.
Hey, shalom. Yeah, so hey, I'm gonna shut it down. You know what I'm saying? We saw on some bullshit. It's all good. For the spirit.
usual.
Per usual. So we are facing the east. We'll give all praise and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakakadash. Honors be to the elect elders of the nation of Israel that teach with all truth and sincerity. Shalom to you, Malachium. You hope for elect on the highways and the hedges. All right, make your bodies live sacrifice. According to Romans 12 and verse 1. Join sincere believers that consist of men and women. Shalom, Brakatham, and as always, Abba,
Ball. I thought.
Shalom, Malachium.
Esau gonna act like
Hey,
he's
so
God.
why am I lying?
He was like, yeah, you know.
He's on that bullshit, man.
God,
All right, Esau.
that was